It's ENT bringing you your ENT podcast for the week. What's up, baby?
Hey, baby.
What's
I'm
going
doing
on?
good. How are you?
Doing good, you know. Work has been a doozy, but you know, I'm just making what I make to make the house bake, you know.
As you should, King. As you should.
Anyway, this was a surprise. You get to hear us rough and raw, or you know what they say, rough and black R&B.
You and these, what is they called?
Rough and black?
Nah.
Rough and black is what it's always been called.
Okay.
Rhythm and blues. Nah, rough and black.
Rough and black is crazy. I've never heard that before.
You never heard it? Oh, baby.
Rough and black.
Let me educate.
Rhythm and blues. So what does the rough and black, what does that mean?
R&B.
Why do they call it rough and black?
Because those are the people that primarily do R&B.
The rough and black? Why they rough?
Those are black, and you know what they do is rough. Anyway, come on, hey, catch on. This ain't for the children. Turn your eyes.
Yeah, we're gonna censor this.
We murdered, so you know it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That bed undefiled.
That bed undefiled. You know, baby, the people want to hear from us. They wanna know more about not just like the videos and the short form. They want to actually hear us carry on a conversation, and I feel like we owe that to them.
We do.
Because we can help people along with their marriage.
Definitely.
And potentially they can help us with ours, because we ain't perfect.
Let's make that clear.
Crystal.
We're still learning. We're still growing in grace.
Learning and growing.
We
and
are.
So but you know, just to kind of take them along with our journey, and especially like people that are up and coming or in relationships, like we could potentially kind of give them some of the pitfalls that we fell in and help them avoid it, you know?
Of course. I love that. Okay, so what we're going to talk about?
Well, I would say, because we have right now of this recording, we have been married 5 years.
Big 5.
And some odd months. So, baby, during this 5-year tenure of our relationship, where and what have you had to grow the most in order for this relationship to be successful?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I have to grow the most? It's something I'm still growing in. I can say that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Something I've grown and growing in would be my submission to you. For sure.
And that's always an interesting thing, because you always see like women dealing with the factor of submission. Like, what about submission makes it so hard? From the woman.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, like giving up, because you have to think. Being single, we did everything by ourselves. We were independent. We didn't have to depend on anyone. It's just a control factor. When you're joined together as one, you now have to blindly follow someone you barely even know. 5 years? I mean, it's been longer than 5 years. We've been married for 5 years.
Depending on your relationship standards, you know, some people meet each other and get married in 5 months. That isn't exactly our story. Okay. Even in that, I feel like there has to be an effort to know the person, because why would you get married if you don't know the person? And now, like, the responsibility is for you to submit, like, regardless of, you know, how much you want to hold on. Like, no, you're called to.
Correct.
You know, to do it. And kind of walk me through that. Why would you get married and now be responsible for something that you aren't necessarily ready to relinquish? Like, walk me through that.
That's a lot to unpack in one episode.
Unpack it a little bit, because we're going to get off you. We ain't beating up on her. We just, because we know that y'all have these questions, and many of y'all strong women, and y'all want to know these things. But that's why when you have a man that is in his proper position, you still will see these kind of pitfalls that happen in a relationship. So, say for instance, with me, I work, she stays at home. I am in my proper position at church. She is my worship leader. I lead her spiritually, pray, blah, 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 blah. And even in this, because many people have this false dichotomy where, oh, well, I'm just waiting on the man and everything like that. Like, no, even when you have the man, because of the work that you didn't do on yourself, you find yourself having to kind of get the fast track on it. True. Because he is who he is. And now, I'm not saying this is indicative of every person or everything like that. We're just talking about our experience. But walk me through that, because maybe what the conversation you're having is like healing, or I don't know, something that advisory to the people that are listening. So how does it work when you have a man that is, not to blow shine on me, but is strong in the Lord, you know, is in his rightful position and leading both, not only financially, provider, protector, spiritually, blah, 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 and you being sensitive as well to the Spirit? How do you work that out? Like, especially when, you know, giving your past relationships, you didn't have that necessarily. And then, boom, you're married to somebody that's strong in it. Like, work that out.
You were just basically saying, why get married if you kind of not ready for it? Or the submission part. So that part, we can talk about. I wanted marriage. That's why I got married. However, me wanting marriage, I didn't quite know the capacity of what that looked like, if that makes sense. I wanted marriage, but I didn't really have good examples of marriage. So getting into the marriage, that was my desire, but wanting that as a woman not fully submitted to God. When I got married to you, I was building that relationship. I was building that dedication to walking with the Lord, and reading my word and knowing more who God was. I then found out about the submission part. Didn't quite know, you know, they talk about it or whatever, but I didn't quite know what that looked like. Me thinking, oh, submission, yeah, you just do what you're told. But when you actually have to walk that out, it's a whole different story.
Definitely a whole different story.
Because now I'm itching, because what do you mean no? What do you mean I gotta blindly follow you and I don't really get no input, and you get the final say? Like, I didn't experience that. You know, growing up, I didn't see that much. Like, 9 times out of 10, the women, they led the men. Yeah. That's unusual.
The crazy thing, because I think that's more of a, I'm not going to say a generational thing, but you do see that, because you see, and you know, this isn't saying anything of the current status of the church, but you do see a lot more women that are strong and faithful in the church. And even if they are married, you don't see their husbands more in the forefront. Right. You know what I mean? You know, this isn't saying that they are less anointed and everything like that. However, I believe the church at this point in time needs the men to reclaim their position and be in that forefront, not discounting the anointing that women have. But again, there was a reason why God established that hierarchy. Because men are not only meant to carry everything, both mentally, physically, and spiritually, just because how we're wired. Like, men and women are wired different, and that should be an okay thing to say. Like, I don't think how you think, you don't think how I think. Whereas you may be more emotionally in tune with things. I can be more pragmatic. I can be more, you know, kind of realistic. Granted, like, definitely you can be the more creative, and that's why it takes a man understanding himself to understand in the parts where, okay, I can open myself up to, but at the end of the day, I know what my principles are, you know? Just to kind of take it off of you, well, you ask me a question rather than I just pose a question and then I answer my own question.
Okay, my question for you would be, before getting married, what was your idea of marriage? Like, what did you want in finding a wife?
Gotcha. Great question. Y'all gonna learn a lot about me. Many of times, and falsely, of course, falsely accused, maligned, sold for a lie.
Okay.
Squiggledorf.
That's new.
I was portrayed as being a misogynist.
No.
Yeah.
Say it ain't so.
I promise you, people thought all I wanted my women to be was barefoot and pregnant.
Say it ain't so.
Right. And I don't know where they got that from because you're not pregnant.
Yeah.
Like I said, but
I'm barefoot though. Ah.
She had to kick her sandals off. But yeah, no. Because I had a standard of living, and mind you, so I came from a household of all women, primarily. Mm-hmm. I have my uncles and everything like that, but I didn't have a super amount of FaceTime with them. Mm-hmm. My father died when I was in my teenage years, and he was in the Army, so he was also deployed a lot. So, the majority of my time I'm spending with women.
That's true.
And so it's crazy how you can come from that, and then being this strong, because I did have my father in my life and I did remember those lessons. So I always, just because I seen how my mom would work and all of the other women in my family, I was like, okay, my wife ain't gonna work.
Period.
However, my mom didn't always cook,
Not too much on her.
We just gonna keep. Hey,
not too much.
We just gonna keep it a spade.
Not too much on my mom.
She didn't cook always the most full, fulfilling meals all the time. Don't get me wrong. When she did get in the kitchen, boom, throw down.
Yeah.
I wanted somebody that was gonna do that or attempt to do that every day. Now, mind you, my mom, like I said, she was working, hard-working woman, had to put me and my sister both through college, and, obviously had to raise us at the same time while she's still trying to navigate her emotions while my father died. Right. So, this is a lot. And mind you, she wasn't even 40 when that happened. So, she's balancing a lot. However, I wanted a little bit more home cooked meals.
If you don't get that kitchen and cook for yourself,
we did.
You better learn.
We warmed up them popcorn shrimp. We warmed up them hush puppies. We warmed up them chicken nuggets. We did everything. Boy, I was Chef Boyardee. You didn't even know.
With that microwave.
Hello, with that microwave oven too. Hello. Boy was making meals in there you ain't never seen.
Boy, if you would get on that stove.
And then, when I did have a woman, she would come over here and she would cook. Yeah, that's got me into the trouble I was in, but that's another issue. But like I said, yeah, I wanted a woman who was basically going to take care of home more. I didn't want her to work because I'm not going to say I wanted her focus to be me, but I did want to be a priority. Just because I'm going to go in here, I'm going to face the cold, I'm going to face the whatever we got to do. Just know, hey, we got money and we can spend it. I've always wanted to be that, and so, thank God and everything. He allowed me to afford that type of lifestyle to where I can provide that. Where in this economy, and you not having to work in it, and
that's nothing but
praise God, we were able to actually get a home based off of one person's working. That's definitely. But that was always my desire, just because I seen the strife my mother went through. You know what I mean? And obviously, she put on a brave face and everything like that. It wasn't like she was, over here coming in there, oh, you children. It was nothing like that. But obviously, as a child, you can tell.
Okay, so my question is now, okay, if mom never experienced that, whatever, if mom didn't experience that and you didn't see that growing up, would that still be your mindset as a husband? Or
well, it's hard to say if you didn't go through. It's hard because many of the experiences that we go through make who we are. Like, if my father didn't die, where would I be? Like, we can do the what if game. So I don't necessarily do that.
No, I'm just saying, like, was that always your desire
to be married?
Like, to be. I'll just say to be a provider, to not want your woman to work ever.
Yeah, but that's a lot of that was factored in by
because of okay.
a lot of that is factored in by that. So like it's hard to say if she was home all the time, would you want your woman to work? Like I wouldn't know because I would probably be a different person. I would probably be more spoiled or more expecting of a woman to do for because I would have had my mother to do more.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So it's hard to say what would you have been because I don't know what she would have been. I don't know what I would have been,
I just thought that was just your mindset, like from a teenager on up. Like, oh, I want to be the provider. I want my wife.
Right, but a lot of that is based on the environment.
I know what you mean.
A lot of that is based on the environment you grew. Like, okay, like if a person had a so-so childhood and everything like that, and so they wanted to make sure that their child had everything.
That's how I feel.
And so that's what I'm saying. It's like, cool. So if you had everything as a child, would you parent or would you be different? Like it's one of those things. Like it's hard to disassociate. Like those experience made my outlook. Know what I mean? Okay. So now, you mentioned like obviously the submission point, we kind of stuck on that a little bit. How during the 5 years, not necessarily the submission part, but how have you relished in your role? Meaning, how have you made your role in this relationship your own rather than fighting against it? Like how hard is that to like, well, all of these things I got to do, but I know what I need to do for this. Like, how have you relished or taken the role on being my wife specifically, not just a wife in general, just being my wife, not a wife. When you're talking about general, you're talking about specific. She mine. I feel like a ditty. Y'all, you won't get that reference.
Okay. I'll say.
Wild Wild West, by the way.
I'll say learning to be attentive to your needs.
You sure was.
Why are you like this, bro?
No.
Let me finish what I have to say. Like I said, like I'm still learning. Like I am still learning. Even in 5 years, y'all, I promise you, you will still be learning things. You will. It will be a trial and error. Like you will learn.
Yeah, it ain't
you
figured
will fail.
out.
You will
fail and you will
succeed.
trip.
Like,
you will trip over it. My God.
Like definitely, but definitely.
What I'm saying, you would trip over it. Like I'm with you.
Anyway, definitely learn to be intentional with you and showing you that I care. Because I see the love that you give me. So I just want to always reciprocate that. On top of that, just on with the submission thing, relinquishing control and you sleepy?
No. It's just almost 3 a.m.
It
That's
is.
fine.
But relinquishing control and fully leaning into the man that you are. Man, God made you. You're a great leader, and not allowing my previous fears and trust issues to bleed over into what God is doing within us. And that was a hard thing for me. And I'm still battling with it a little bit, but literally leaning into that more, trusting your leadership, trusting that you hear from God. Oh yeah, relinquishing control and not always feeling like I don't have to lead. I don't have to be in control with you. You've proved that time after time. What else? Making sure you're well fed. I cook. Tell them. I'll be in that kitchen. Okay. Don't be in your capping.
That's for the algorithm.
Don't be capping.
That was for the algorithm. That's all.
You childish.
That's for the algorithm.
I be in that kitchen cooking, and he know. Clearly, he don't miss no meals. Clearly, okay.
It looked flat.
It jiggled.
It
jiggled.
looked flat on that.
Nah, it jiggled.
Stomach on flat.
It jiggled.
They like, what's that? They, you know.
Fat.
We ain't talking about you.
Not
Go ahead.
You calling me fat on camera?
I didn't.
Wow.
I didn't. You said.
I'm done.
You
I
said
don't got
fat,
nothing
fat.
else to say.
You said fat. I never said anything.
Anyways,
Well, imagine you calling me fat on camera? Yeah, can't. Don't say if you can't take it. Don't say it if you can't take it.
Anyways, yeah, just those are the main things I'll say.
I want to see all that ash.
Are you okay?
No, I pulled my sock down and I was like, I hope they didn't see all that ash.
Okay.
Ash with an H. Not that.
He's sleepy, y'all. It's his bedtime. That's it. He just
I'm
tired.
sorry. Go ahead.
He tired.
Go ahead and
That was it. Like I said, relinquishing control, being intentional, making sure you're well fed, and.
I said well fed.
Why are you trying to play in my face? Like I don't feed you, and my food don't be good.
No, you said well.
You not well fed? You not well fed? Are you malnourished? Let the people know. Are you malnourished? Okay.
She said she wasn't ready for the work.
Anyways, yeah, those are my few things I'll say.
Okay. No, and I definitely agree with those 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely, like as far as the domestic activities, like you definitely put your foot forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it can be a shock or it can be a difference, but like, just you forming into that, obviously, and mind you, what y'all figure out, like you coming into this cooking role is something recent.
Let's talk about it. All of this domestic stuff is recent. Hello.
Like,
I was spoiled as a child. To this day, I'm still spoiled. My mother cooks and cleans and washes my clothes like as a grown adult.
Sister, shout out Joy.
Like she still does that for us. So me being a wife, that was a shocker. I did not wash my own clothes and stuff.
How do you feel about your sister being a better cook than you?
I love that for her. I really do. My sister throw down in the kitchen now. I told her.
I love her. She
is the only one that can cook better than me. I put that on everybody's grandma.
Who? Like, what's the list of people that can?
My sister.
Okay, because I could name a couple.
Who you know?
Shout out Fave and Joy.
You're so childish. Go down there. Whoever you know, go.
Don't threaten me with a
bye.
Don't threaten me with a. I'm talking about them. I'm gonna go live with them. They got room. Tell Joy get in that kitchen. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, no, I definitely can take that, and like you're good. I do think like you even came into my family, and they think you some type of great cook. Like that's the crazy part. You doing something when you got the Thanksgiving meals, and they're like, let Liz do it.
Y'all, and it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing little. Ain't no bring some cake or. Ooh,
no. She
baby,
got
I'm
greens.
bringing the greens, baby. Big dog.
They don't even make greens where she from.
Just shut up.
Here we go. Y'all seeing them all? You seeing them? Y'all see them all? Well, I'm gonna get out that box. But no, I'm from the South. Now I mean, we from Mississippi.
Boy, you from Clarksville. Shut up.
It's still the South.
Yeah.
Still South.
He's from Clarksville. He's from Mississippi. He's not from Mississippi.
I bet you Mississippi.
He was actually born in Hawaii. He's Hawaiian.
You just want to expose.
He's Hawaiian.
You not from South Carolina.
Actually, I
Miss
am.
Virginia.
No, I was born there. It's a different.
Oh. Whoa, wait.
I didn't say that you were from.
He's from Hawaii.
I didn't say
he's actually born in Hawaii. Like, you're gonna.
You're not from Hawaii. You were born in Hawaii. You did not grow up in Mississippi.
I did.
Trey, you didn't live there.
Girl,
how long did you live in Mississippi?
I went there every
How
summer.
long did you live in Mississippi?
Almost like multiple weekends.
I didn't ask that. How long did you live in Mississippi?
I never lived.
Exactly.
I never
okay.
lived there.
Boom.
But we was down there, and I got my family.
Just because you was down there don't mean nothing. I was down in Atlanta when I was a child. I'm not from ATL.
Why are we doing this? Okay.
I went down there just as much as you did.
Oh, you were 100% there.
Okay.
You were 100% there.
Sure.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Clarksville.
We had a brief moment. We had okay.
Clarksville.
Fairfaxian.
Boy, I'm not from there.
Fairfaxian.
Savannah. I am a Geechee girl.
Yeah.
Thank ya.
Go ahead. Show them some Geechee.
I'm okay. They know.
No. Brett, where you?
They know how
She
to
said
talk.
Geechee.
It's okay.
She said Geechee. Go ahead. Let them know.
I don't got time for you.
Let them know.
I don't got
You ain't got nothing.
Okay.
You ain't got nothing.
Please stop.
You hear her mama and her sister talking, then you hear her be like, "Oh my God, you're more Virginia."
Boy, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let's talk about love languages.
That's good. That's good.
What is your top 3 in order?
In order too? That's crazy. Not just I can't do top 3.
I want them to know. They got to get to know you. So
that's true. All right.
I know what it is. Should I guess first?
No.
That would be funny.
Let's do this. Hold on. Let's just to make it interesting. I want you to write down in order.
Okay.
What you think my top 3 love languages are. We'll fast forward this part, but then
it's not gonna take long.
Okay.
You don't gotta fast forward.
I'm just talking about this part while we're.
And then you're gonna do mine.
Show them what you wrote down, and then I'll say what it actually is.
Okay. I gotta get up.
Well, I close just show them, make sure it's clear in the camera.
Y'all see that? Boom, 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 school, school. All right.
Boom, 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 school.
Okay. Let's see if I'm right, y'all. I'm nervous. It's been a minute.
Got you. My number 1. Physical touch.
Ding, ding, ding! Okay.
I need you to touch on me. I need you to rub on me. Come on, somebody. I feel my help coming in. I already know. Just reach out and touch. Okay.
He's very affectionate.
Now, I will say my number 2.
I'm nervous. I think I got this wrong.
Acts of service.
Let's go! That girl good. Come on. Okay, last one. We 2 for 2. We 2 for 2.
Going back to back. My last one. And now, granted, this one has both flipped on and off, so I believe you probably put 1 or 2 answers.
Oh, gosh.
But to me, quality time.
Dang it.
You put
words of that.
You put words of affirmation. I already do. Which isn't bad.
That's not bad because
That's not
that
bad.
was.
That's not bad.
Dang,
Quality.
I forgot about quality
time is my 3rd.
I would have put that. I would have put that over.
No, but that's why I said I knew you put 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Bill,
I got them.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because I didn't even know you would have caught that acts of service.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you would have caught that acts of service. Yeah.
For sure.
That's hard. But yeah, no, words of affirmation. Don't get me wrong. Like quality time and words of affirmation,
they are.
Granted, as I'm getting older, like quality time is kind of edging it out. You ain't got to talk good to me. All you gotta do is rub on me, do what I say, and spend some time with me. And then we figure out the middle. Anyway,
all right, my turn. You're gonna get mine wrong.
I
can already feel it.
I can already.
If I'm being honest, I don't even know what mine is. Let me think real quick.
So Mind you, she just admitted she gonna make it up, right?
No, I'm not gonna make it up. Let me think.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. Are you supposed to do it with me?
I don't know that song.
That's the thumbnail right there. That's the thumbnail. All right, love languages. Yeah, that's gonna be hard. Okay.
This is gonna be funny. I'm thinking now. Okay. I know my 3.
You know you're free.
I feel like you're gonna get it wrong.
More than likely. the order, more than likely. All right, let me see.
You may get it right, but just not the order that it's in.
All right, boom, 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 boom.
Let's go this one.
All right, let go.
Okay.
Number 1.
Number 1. Words of affirmation.
Okay. That's number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2. Quality time.
Okay.
Number 3. Gifts.
We was one off, y'all. So I put act of service.
Oh, I forgot about that one. That one's on there too, y'all.
It's literally what we just
If
did.
I'm being honest, all of them on there.
Yeah,
They're just in different.
No, so the thing about
Yeah.
love languages, you experience all of them.
Right.
It's just certain ones you feel more passionately than others. So
Over
I
there.
put acts of service,
That's
I
not
had
bad.
word of affirmation, and I had gifts.
Okay.
I already knew the order was James. I already knew it. Like,
Quality time and acts of service is like neck and neck. So you wasn't off on that.
Yeah, but I feel like that's such a, because you can do something for somebody and not spend time with them.
True.
So that's why, like, I understand the hierarchy, but like, it's
like
not.
me asking you to wash the dishes, you're not spending time with me, or are you sweeping up something?
Or you go take the trash, or go get me something from over there. Cool.
Or like when you're downstairs and you're working and you put the clothes in the washing machine for me and I don't got to deal with it.
It's an act of
That's
service,
an act of
but it's
and I
not
love
quality
that.
time.
Right, but I
because
love
we're
that.
not together.
Right. Yeah, I'll say that was good.
Yeah, I already knew. I already knew the jank. I already knew it, and then words. You said
got the
words.
last 2 right.
You said words of affirmation was first.
Nah, there's number 2.
And see, this is why I said I wasn't gonna win it either way.
Nah, it's number 2. You was right.
To put a button on this, we hope y'all enjoyed this. We're doing something new, letting y'all into the innermost parts of us, and we hope it was wet.
Come again?
Make sure y'all like our Facebook. TikTok is going crazy. We're probably averaging about 600 views a post now. So definitely lock in with our community. We're going to start going live there soon. So, definitely tap in with us. We're going to be doing raffles, giveaways. We're going to couple advice, how to maintain a spiritual, a Christian relationship in 2026 when you have so many distractions, so many things. We're going to be rough, raw, and black R&B.
Amen.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye.